Alright you guys, so I just want to give you an update on the ADA3S short trade, just to show you the power of and the opportunity with these Kucoin 3X ETFs, right? So people get all excited for a 10% move on Bitcoin, stock market up and down 10%, that's a huge deal. And you know, the reason I got into this is because option premiums are so high. So if you're trading the regular market and you're trading options, the premiums, because of all the volatility and risk on the table for the casino, they've made those premiums so high. So I looked for an opportunity without liquidation and very little risk. And so that's why, I am very focused on this single idea that really no one's catching. But look, if you look at it since we entered that trade, currently you're up 19.61%. And I just want to show you this because I was telling you this before about other people who have caught, other channels or other people that have caught on to this a little bit. They're not picking up what I'm putting down. It's just catching on, right? So what they're saying is buy the breakout, right? So they're looking at this trend line and they're saying buy the breakout, or they're looking over here and they're saying go short. This is where they say if ADA breaks, which it's doing right now. That's why you see this pop, because Bitcoin's down, but also people will start to go short here on ADA, right? And they're counting on ADA breaking down in this kind of a move, right? Breaking a horizontal support, which is kind of unlikely in a way. I mean, it's going to happen. And like I've said before, to try to time it is too difficult, with all the volatility. That's why I am holding these like you would a bag. You hold the bag of Bitcoin, or if you're in a play with Tesla or whatever, people want to hold like a swing trade, or some people hold for years. But the idea here that I'm pointing out is that, when if ADA breaks this horizontal support, I'm already in the play. But with that being said, even right now, so if I were to sell out of this little position right now, I'm up 19%, and that's over 1 week. And you can do that all day long with this. You can do that every week if you start to follow along and pick up what I'm putting down. You're in a downtrend, a macro downtrend. Everyone knows it. So anytime you come into these horizontal supports, based on what Bitcoin's doing, these other things I'm teaching you, you can add to that position. I wouldn't add to it now, but if it retraces and comes back down, like I had said, these lines were your average down, then you would have added to that play and you'd be up 19.61%. Minimum. If you had averaged down, you'd probably be up 26%. And I know, like, if you've traded this stuff before, it's not like, you've seen plays where they're up 60%. For sure, right? But I just wanted to point that out for people who haven't done it, who are like, man, I missed my opportunity with Bitcoin, or I missed, you don't understand how to short, and you're like, well, I missed out people are like crypto, I'm like, hey, I trade crypto, and they're like, oh man, you must be getting destroyed. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, dude. I'm not really, but I'm not going to bother to try to explain it to them, because it's who knows what Kucoin is? No one even knows what Cardano is. And they certainly don't know what Kucoin is. And then you go one layer deeper, they're not trading these leveraged tokens like this. And so I just want to point that out. That's what that position's doing right now. And, I hope somebody out there picks up what I'm putting down, because it's a really good opportunity. And in case it's the first time you've seen this, what I have here is these boxes, which I need to update. You see Bitcoin dumping right now, but you see how I have this next big short line. I tagged that line with an $11. So everybody shorted here. I've done this before. I've studied this stuff. I know what they're going to do. And I entered, actually, I had moved this line. This line was just like that. And I was in this play at the top. So we were able to short from here. And if you had stayed in it, you'd be, look at this move. I mean, you can go back to the other videos. I'm not making this up. So you're down 26% on your Bitcoin. And if you had done that at leverage, like I was saying, when it says, when I'm shorting these wicks, next big short, that's a big get play. That's on 40 times leverage. Whereas these boxes, just to, in case you don't understand what I'm saying, when I have one of these gold boxes, that's where you're collecting, you're entering into the ETF, you're scaling into it. You're not trying to get so precise to nail it down to like 1/4%. What you're trying to do is, just like you would average into a token, you know, this is the area where I'm starting to look at the market and say, what is it doing? And I'm adding to these ETF shorts, just like I am trying to teach you guys. I was adding to those ETF shorts up here, you know, building this short position for the inevitable collapse of humanity. So anyway, that's what I'm up to, man. I hope you guys pick up what I'm putting down. Since Bitcoin's dumping, I'll kind of take a look real quick. It's kind of breaking. It's breaking down. This looks like a pretty strong move. And we broke this horizontal support. You'd have to watch on the hourly. Let's see real quick since I'm doing it. You'd have to watch this hour. But you might get one of these style moves. Right, that's what I would expect out of this point. But this could be it, but I don't think it is. I think with the FOMC coming up, that all of this could be a bear trap right here. But we are definitely breaking down. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not too panicked about that, but you could see tomorrow this might come back up. That would be my guess right now. Anyway, guys, peace.